portion Shemini, we read of the glorious day of the dedication, the completion of the tabernacle in the desert. Aaron and his sons had placed all of the offerings on the holy altar. But we were waiting. We were waiting for a sign of acceptance from God, and all of a sudden the Torah says that a fire descended from heaven and it consumed the offerings on the altar. And the Torah says we rejoiced and we sang songs of thanksgiving and praise to God. The Talmud teaches us that if we want the Shekhinah, the divine presence of God, to be part of us, to connect to us, it is not through sadness, but only through simcha shel mitzvah, rejoicing in the performance of a mitzvah. The Ben Yehoyada, Ben Ish Chai, was one of the greatest Sephardic Torah giants of all time. He explains, of course, in any mitzvah there's two parts. There's the mitzvah itself and the intent. There's the feeling of joy in the performance of the mitzvah. You could be doing, he explains, a mitzvah, and you could be joyous, and you could not be creating a joy of a mitzvah. He gives an example. Shabbos, everybody loves Shabbos food. Everybody loves the rest, the serenity of Shabbos. So if a person enjoys the Shabbos food and focuses on the food and doesn't focus on the fact that it's Shabbos and it's a commandment of God and I am honoring the Shabbos by eating this food, then it's happiness, but it's not a happiness of a mitzvah. I'm relaxing, the serenity of Shabbos. Oh, so beautiful. But I'm not connecting it to Shabbos. I'm connecting it, I enjoy the rest. I enjoy the relaxation. Then it's not a simcha. It's a simcha, but not a simcha of a mitzvah, unless I connect it to Shabbos. Wow, Shabbos, what a gift from God. So we have all been placed against our will. We've been placed into a situation of being homebound and placed into a surroundings that, of course, our home is familiar surroundings, but all of a sudden things changed. Our focus has changed. We find ourselves actually, in many ways, enjoying that which we are experiencing, because phone calls, we're calling people that we haven't spoken to in years. Many are Zooming relatives and having an experience of connection that we never had. Many are relaxing in a world where we've been just running around and running around. So we could say, oh, this is, I'm enjoying the fringe benefits. But I could transfer it to a mitzvah. If I realize that that which is happening in the world now is not China, it's not nature, it is God that has created this situation. It is God that has created the situation where we are homebound, where the synagogues are closed. It's God who created the situation where we have the time and the wherewithal to focus on people who are close to us. If we recognize that it is God who has brought this to us, then we transfer, we elevate the positive results of that which we are experiencing into a mitzvah. And if we don't, if we just connect to our friends, connect to our family, but don't realize and don't focus on the fact that God has brought this to us, then we are missing the boat and losing the opportunity of God's presence to permeate within us, next to us, around us. We can take the simcha that we are experiencing, the positive results of our situation, and elevate it to a mitzvah by recognizing God's presence and God's direction of the world. May we merit to connect to God, and may we merit not only to return to our synagogues, to return to our community life, but to return to Jerusalem, to return the coming of the Messiah, to the world of peace and serenity and spiritual growth and spiritual bliss. The more we connect to God, the closer and the sooner we will be able to see the fulfillment of our dreams and aspirations, and the dreams and aspirations of all our ancestors throughout history. Have a beautiful Shabbos.